Well mounted on his grey mare Meg, a better, never lifted leg, Tam skelp on through dub and mire, despising wind and rain and fire, was holding fast his good blue bonnet, was crooning o'er some old Scots sonnet, whilst glowering round with prudent cares, lest bogles catch him unawares. Kirkalloway was drawing nigh, where ghasts and hoolits nightly cry. By this time, he was crossed the ford wherein the snow the chapman smoored, and past the birks in Meeklestane, wherein drunken Charlie Bracknake's bane, and through the whins and by the cairn, where hunters fund the murdered bairn. Before him, Doon pours all his floods. The Dublin storm roars through the woods. The lightnings flash from pole to pole. Near and more near the thunders roll, when, glimmering through the groaning trees, Kirkalloway seemed in a breeze. Through Ilkabore the beams were glancing, and loud, resounding, mirth and dancing. Inspiring bold John Barleycorn, what dangers thou canst make us scorn. With Tipney, with fear nae evil, with Usquebaugh, we'll face the deal. The Swatsea reamed in Tammy's noddle. Fair play, he cared na deal sa boddle. But Maggie stood, right sair astonished, till by the heel and hand admonished, she ventured forward on the light, and wow, Tam saw an unca sight. Warlocks and witches in a dance, nae cotillion Brent knew frae France, but hornpipes, jigs, strathspeys and reels put life and metal in their heels. A winnock bunker in the east, there sat old Nick, in shape o' beast, a towsy tyke, black, grim and large. To gie them music was his charge. He screwed the pipes and gart them skirl, till roof and rafters did diddle. Coffins stood round like open presses that showed the deed and their last dresses, and by some devilish cantrip slight, each in its cauled hand held a light, by which heroic Tam was able to note upon the Haley table a murderer's banes and gibbet airns, twa span lang, wee unchristened bairns. A thief new cutted frae a rape with his last gasp, his gap did gape. 5 tomahawks with blood red rusted, 5 scimitars with murder crusted. A garter which a babe had strangled, a knife a father's throat had mangled, whom his ain son o' life bereft. The grey hairs yet stacked to the heft, wi' mair, o horrible and awful, which even to name would be unlawful. 3 lawyers' tongues turned inside out, with eyes seamed like a beggar's clout. 3 priests' hearts, rotten, black as muck, lay stinking, vile, in every nook. As Tammy glowered, amazed and curious, the mirth and fun grew fast and furious. The piper loud and louder blew, the dancers quick and quicker flew. They reeled, they set, they crossed to cleek it, till ilka carlin swat and reek it, and coosed her duddies to the work, and link it at it in her sack. Now Tam, oh Tam, had they been queens, oh plump and strapping in their teens, then their sacks, instead of creasy flannin, been snow white, 1700 linen. Their breeks o' mine, my only pair, the ains were plush, or good blue hair, I would have gi'en them off my hardies for a blink o' the bonny birdies. But with their beldams, old and droll, like woody hags who'd spin a foal, louping and flinging on a crummock. I wonder, didn't he turn thy stomach? But Tam kent what was what, fu brawly. There was one some wench and Wally. That night, enlisted in the corps, lang after Kent and Carrickshore, for many a beast to death she shot, and perished. Mony a bonny boat, and shook baith meikle corn and beer, and kept the countryside in fear. Her cutty sark, o Paisley harn, well a lassie she had worn, in longitude, though sorely scanty, it was her best, and she was vaunty. Ah, little kenned I Reverend Granny, that sark she coughed for her wee Nanny, with 12 pund Scots. 'Twas all her riches, would e'er graced a dance o' witches. But here my muse her wing mung cour, sic flights are far beyond her power, to sing how Nanny lapping flying, a struple jad she was, and strang. And how Tam stood, like een bewitched, and thought he's very een enriched. Een Satan glowered and fidged through fain, and hotched and blew wi' might and main, till first day caper, sign another. Tam tint his reason o' the grither, and roars out, "Well done, cutty sark!" And in an instant, all was dark, and scarcely had he Maggie rallied, when out the hellish legions sallied. As bees bizz out with angry fight when plundering herds assail her bike, as open pussy's mortal foes when pop she starts before their nose, as eager runs the market crowd when "Catch the thief!" resounds aloud. So Maggie runs, the witches follow, with money, an eldritch screech and hollow. Tam, they'll get thy fairn. In hell they'll roast thee like a hern. In vain thy Kate awaits thy coming. Kate soon will be a woeful woman. Now do thy speedy utmost, Meg, and win the keystane o' the brig. They're at them now, thy tail may toss, or run in stream, they darena cross. But ere the keystane she could make, the feint a tail she had to shake, for Nanny, far before the rest, flew upon Maggie pressed, and flew at Tam with furious ettle. But little was she Maggie's mettle. He sprang, brought off her master hale, but left behind her ain grey tail. The carlin clawed her by the rump, and left poor Maggie scarce a stump. Now, what this tale of truth shall read, ilk man and mother's son tak heed, if to drink you are inclined, or cutty sarks run in your mind. Think, you may buy those joys our dear. Remember, Tam O Shanter's mare.